So we lied to you guys. We know we said we'd cover one game a day, but when we saw Boston versus Brooklyn and Chicago versus Milwaukee, we're like, we gotta do both. And we have to do Boston versus Brooklyn because this series is probably the most hyped out of the entire first round and lived up to it tonight.
Does that mean we're going to hell because we lied?
No, that's not what that means.
Oh, okay.
But you know who was going through hell tonight?
Who?
Brooklyn Nets.
Especially,
that shit is crazy.
Especially KD.
KD must be he probably got like the devil and the angel on his shoulders right now. And one's like, you should have stayed and go to state, or you should have got to a different organization. And you're just like, don't worry about it. You still made the right decision. It'll work out. We still got another 4 or 5 games.
For real, man, it was pretty damn ugly towards the end for the Nets, man. It seemed definitely, especially in the first half, third quarter, it seemed like the Nets were gonna run away with this.
In the third quarter, it looked like they were going to like seal it, like not like a shutdown, but like okay, they kept the lead. You know what I mean? It was a nice little cushion, and as long as they keep that cushion, they just keep the game like that.
But hey, you were seeing it already. You were saying hints of it already early on in the second half. Brooklyn, they're throwing haymakers at the Celtics, and Celtics, hey, to their credit, they kept getting up. They kept getting back up.
Yes, they kept pushing,
rolling with the punches. And I mean, obviously, it helped out that they played at home. But
yes,
a lot of teams would have given up.
And honestly, I think everybody, or most people, had Brooklyn stealing at least one of these games.
Yeah, and
especially before the playoffs started, it was like, oh, KD and Kyrie and squad, and it's like, oh, the Celtics, like, yeah, they have this little momentum towards the second half of the season, but it's like they overall had like not the best season for this core, but it's like, nope. They just turned that switch on.
And they had somebody on fire, for the Nets that was not KD or Kyrie, and Goran Dragic, the Dragon. And shit, usually when
in the first half, Goran was on fire.
He was, and usually that's one of the ingredients if you're gonna take a game on the road.
A role player steps up nasty.
A role player steps up nasty, and helps take off the load. But anyways, I promise we're gonna get into it. So let's go with the BTD stats and what went on.
All right. Let's start off with the Celtics.
The winners.
Jason Tatum, 19 points, plus 11 on the floor with 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 7 of 8 from free throw, 2 of 5 from the 3, 5 of 16 field goal range. So just keep that in mind. He didn't have his best game, and they still got the W.
Yeah, he was cold in the first half, and he just turned it on in the second half, which I say time and time again. I tell this. I guess I'm scarred from like 2 years ago from the Eastern Conference Finals. If Tatum throws a donut in the first half or something like that, you're fucked in the second half type shit.
And then, who else was fucked? Horford. While he did put up 16 points, plus 11 on the floor, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, he did get fouled out.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, when he did get fouled out, I was a little worried, like, oh shit, maybe this is the window that the Nets needed. Yeah. But nah, it was still all good. And just so you guys know, Horford was 3 of 6 from the 3, 6 of 10 from field goal. We've already sweated him once in the previous game, but we're gonna sweat him again. He's found the fountain of youth, man. He's found something that is just pushing this guy like forward, and props to him and the Celtics for believing in him, because I'm not gonna lie, if Horford wasn't stepping up, the Celtics probably would be down 0-2. You know what I mean?
It's that Dominican blood, man.
Remember, they don't got Williams right now.
It's that Dominican blood, man. That Latino fire. I'm like...
Yeah, and Daniel Theis, 15 points, minus 7 on the floor. Marcus Smart, 12 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 rebound. And Jaylen Brown, 22 points, plus 1, 6 assists, 3 steals, 4 rebounds. And while he did have 4 turnovers, we're gonna ignore that for now.
Yeah.
And who stepped it up on the bench with 17 points? We got Grant Williams, plus 9 on the floor, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds, 6 of 6 from free throw, 3 of 3 from 3-point, 4 of 4 from field goal. If you guys notice, that's a perfect game.
Not even the number you want to look at as well. 4 offensive rebounds, man. It seemed like this guy, I mean, shit. I'm kind of surprised in the stats at 24 offensive rebounds. Like, looking at the game, I thought this guy got like 10 offensive rebounds, man. This guy was all over the place.
He's only 6'6". Keep that in mind. He's a power forward, but he's only 6'6".
Yeah, still a tall motherfucker.
Again, another representation of, even though they are missing the big man that everybody thought they needed, William, I mean, they still do. Because early on, Drummond has some easy points, and I was like, I think it was the first quarter or second quarter. I was in the first half for sure, and I was like, oh shit, is Drummond also gonna step up and have like a Goran type of game?
No.
But no, because he ended up moving to the Brooklyn Nets. He only had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 of 3 from free throw, 2 of 4 from field goal. I really think they should take advantage of Drummond a little more, or maybe Drummond himself is just not being able to step up. But like, bro, you are the biggest big man right now out of both teams. If you really like tap in, because it's still Andre Drummond at the end of the day.
I mean, if you ask,
I know he's not the same, but
if you ask Detroit fans, man, he's just somebody that if the game doesn't mean anything, he's gonna like stat pad.
That's the thing. It means something right now.
I guess,
but Kevin Durant is showing that it means something with 27 points, minus 10 on the floor, 1 steal, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 18 to 20 from free throw, 1 to 2 from the 3, 4 of 17 from field goal.
How many turnovers though?
6 turnovers.
It's horrible. Can't do that, KD. You're a lot better.
He had 5 fouls again, so I think maybe that's also part of why his game's been a little inconsistent. Like I think maybe he might be overthinking about not getting fouled out. You know what I mean?
Not even that, man. The Celtics were just swarming, man. Like, you saw that block that Tatum did, man, on him. It was like, man. It's like, and KD's tall as fuck, man. Like, even for NBA standards, like,
he's the OG unicorn.
Yeah, for real.
And speaking of the other Brown on the other team, he stepped the fuck up. Bruce Brown, 23 points, minus 8, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 4 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the 3, 8 of 12 field goal, 4 of 4 free throw. When the game was happening, I thought, okay, if the Nets win, which I thought they were gonna win, like, okay, Bruce Brown is gonna be that low-key MVP for this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nope, it still wasn't enough. And a part of it could be with Kyrie only having 10 points, minus 9 on the floor, 1 assist, 8 rebounds, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 of 13 from field goal. And Steph Curry, who we sweated during the trade, 16 points, minus 3 on the floor, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 4-6 from the 3, 6-11 from the field goal. So it's very strange to see.
A good game.
On this squad. Oh, and of course, let's not forget Goran Dragic, 18 points, plus 1, 1 steal, 4 rebounds, 1 of 1 from free throw, 1 of 5 from the 3. But it's all good because he had 8 of 14 from field goal. But it's strange to see, like, when the rest of the squad is stepping up, but then the 2 stars, like, while obviously KD had 27 points and Irving had 10 points, it's like they didn't perform to their capability. KD you can give a little more edge to because he still at least scored in the 20s, but like in the end, if you watch the game, like something was off. Something was off. I don't know if it may be the coach, but it's weird to see like the stars just not being able to do this when the role players are stepping up. Because with those 2 superstars that they have, when the rest of the squad is performing like this, there shouldn't be an excuse. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
No, there is. I mean, it's simply, man, they're on the road. They had an off night. Okay, bro, but they're not gods, man. They're like human beings.
KD?
Yes.
KD is not a god.
You're missing something else as well. Like, you got to give credit to the Celtics. They were the number 1 defense for a good reason, and they have shown these past, 2 games.
But everybody knows.
And look, I know you want to sweat that the regular season doesn't mean shit, but I'm like, shit, man. They did not be a 2 seed out of their fucking ass. They earned it, and there's some semblance, some substance of why they're a number 2 seed. It's legit. Okay,
you're not wrong.
Like,
I wouldn't say it, there is some validity to it. I don't take full credit away from regular season performance. However, yes, defense is important, but a superstar.
Jason Tatum,
superstar. Everybody knows, and I think I showed you this clip, and I think we watched this video too, like both of us, about like superstars always find a way to score. You cannot stop them on defense. It's either they have an off night or they get fouled out. Like, those are 2 things.
Well, it was a combination.
When it's KD and Kyrie, bro, no, I don't care who is on the opposite end. You can slow them down, but 4 of 17, 4 of 13. No, that's more on them than it is on defense, in my opinion. Especially for KD. Well, actually both, but especially KD.
It's more credit I give to the Celtics defense because, okay, yes, KD scored 27 points, but how many shots did it take him to get to those 27 points?
He did 17 and he only made 4.
Inefficient ass night.
It was more so from free throws where he got 18 points off the free throws, which is insane. Out of 27 points, 18 free throws, so that means only 9 points were regular standard points.
No, absolutely.
So I really think at the end, in my opinion, this was the Nets lost this game. They defeated themselves more so than Boston took it away from them, because while obviously Boston did do that, Nets could have easily just kept that cushion alive and not just suffocated.
They were so close, man. They messed up in the fourth quarter, but obviously, Boston did what good teams did. Like, things weren't going their way. They stuck around. They stuck around. They finally got an opportunity. Imagine, fourth quarter, like before, like that, I think it was like a 7:30, 7:20 minute mark or something like that. The Nets have been leading the whole game. Then shit. But anyways,
it's crazy. I think if I'm Boston, all I'm thinking about for the next few days is get that W for Game 3. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about for the next 3 days. I'm not gonna ease up on the gas pedal. I'm not gonna take a break. All my mind would be thinking about if I'm Jason Tatum right now is, guys, we have to steal Game 3 from their home, and that's it. You will get past this first round, guaranteed.
That's not gonna happen. Game 3, they're going back home. KD and Kyrie, the likelihood of them having another off night, especially KD at their house,
true.
Very unlikely. Stats have shown that traditionally role players, they do play better at home.
Facts.
Goran, he's a veteran. I think he's gonna show up again. Brown, he's gonna do his thing. Claxton, he's gonna have some, I don't know. He's probably gonna contribute in the offensive rebounds. Curry, do his damn thing.
You think Brown's gonna have another 20+ game though?
We'll see, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets show the fuck up and maybe they blow them out.
Well, that would be interesting. Kind of like a Memphis comeback
type.
See, I'm a little afraid, and I'm surprised I'm feeling this way, but there's a part of me that wouldn't be surprised if KD, Kyrie, and the whole Nets organization, even Steve Nash maybe, succumb under the pressure and then they fumble Game 3 too. I don't know, I don't think they'll get destroyed in Game 3 if they do lose it, but I see Boston snatching it, you know what I mean? And because just overwhelming pressure, because I think what's motivating this Celtics squad right now is that they know this is their make or break year. If the Celtics don't make a deep playoff with this core, there's going to be a lot of talks going up in the office, because they have been together for way too long and had way too many tries in the playoffs to keep losing first round after that spectacular surprise year when they were super young. And it's like, where's the result?
You made some valid points. I'm going to disagree.
So I think that's what's pushed. And then the Nets, they got the same pressure, but I don't think they feel it as much as the Celtics, because the Nets pressure is like, yo, KD, you got, like him talking to himself, like, I gotta win this chip without Golden State. Kyrie, I gotta win this chip without LeBron, and like all these other players too, because there's a bunch of players that are looking kind of like the 06 type of Heat.
Valid points. I'm gonna disagree with what you said about the Celtics. Yes, you're right. They have been for a minute. However, before they went on this run, to finish off their season, Boston was playing horrible. Like horrible, and like
that's when the talks were peaking about like it's time to break up. And I was like on Twitter, like, I've been saying this,
but I mean, they're already put their foot dead in like the first half. So at this point, man, like shit, that has been silenced, and they're kind of playing with house money right now with what they're doing.
Nah, you're tripping. No, man,
I might be tripping, but
there's too many expectations for this squad.
But anyways,
Jason Tatum is 24 now. He's not 19-year-old. 19-year-old anymore.
Still spring chicken.
No, but you know that joke like he's only 19.
I feel you, man. It still feels like he's 19. But then again, but then again, 2013 seems like yesterday.
What the?
I mean, for me, yes, I know Jalen didn't get drafted in 2013. But anyways, so it seems like there's gonna be a short series if the Nets are gonna. You're thinking it's gonna be a short series?
No, I didn't say they were going to win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Okay.
If I were to put my money, I would expect the Nets to take the W. I would expect it. Okay. But I also expected them to win game 2.
Okay.
So now it's after being disappointed once, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I'm a little scared of getting fooled twice right now. So
don't worry, the Miami Heat are going to do that to you. Yeah. Anyways,
makes no sense.
I feel you. But anyways, does that change your prediction? Like, on how the series is gonna go? Okay,
we'll wait till game 3. Because I think we both had the Nets coming away from the series, right?
I believe so.
And
I have this going 7.
If the Nets win game 3, but they only do it by like the way the Celtics won game 1, like a very close and miracle type of shot, then I'm like, okay, Celtics still. I would still be leaning on the Celtics. But if they come away and they, like you said, they shut them down, and I'm not saying they gotta do some Memphis type of like crazy game, like, but if they win by a 5 to 10 points of like like an easy the whole game was like kind of not, the Celtics didn't really have a pull on that game, then I'll be like, okay, Nets are back. They win game 4. They go back to Boston. And we move forward from there. What about you?
I still have it going 7, man. This thing could go either way. Like, Boston did what they were supposed to do. They held their home court. We got to see what happens in game 3.
Okay. Right now, who's the better squad in your opinion? Like, if you were to put a chip on who's better, you still think Nets are better and they just haven't performed like it? Or Boston seems to be the overall better team?
I think the first thing that he said, that I think the Nets, they just haven't performed to the best, man. Like I told you, man, they've had a strong hold of this whole game until they messed up at the fourth quarter. So,
but that's the thing. Playoffs it's like that, and you can't be doing that. And if they're doing that now, say they make it to the second round, whoever they play, like they can't be playing like against the better opponents.
Yeah, exactly. But guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think. You guys got the Celtics winning this. You got the Nets winning this.
And quick question, serious question. Colin Cowherd said, I may have misheard it, but if I remember correctly, he said that this was the most hype or something like that NBA's first round series in NBA history. Do you guys believe that? I don't know if he was talking about maybe this game 2, or I think if I remember correctly, I think he was talking about the series. Is this the biggest or most hyped series ever? First round series, my bad, in NBA history. What do you guys think? Because that one, I'm like, dude, I mean, I'd have to like really sit and like look. But even off the top, I was like, I can't think of one right now, but I'm skeptical about that, Colin.
I think it's a little bit exaggerated, but I
think he's just trying to get some viewers, some listeners,
maybe
perk up the ears.
Maybe, but there's some validity when it comes to that. This is not
probably because of how game 1 ended.
This is not your normal 2 versus 7.
Type of
seating for
You're
sure.
Right. This could be a conference finals any other year, honestly. Like depending on how seating worked, or even at the very least a second round matchup. First round, this is insane.
But look, the Nets need to come back game 3, and hopefully Ben Simmons.
This is like you know what I thought of right now? Like when you're in the World Cup, and you know how they got the 4 teams in different groups, which they've already put out most of them.
The group of death.
When and you got like the big countries, and you're like, oh, this is some bullshit. Like if this country was here, they would have for sure made it out. But now they're stuck with like Spain and Italy and France and whatever. It's just like, damn.
You hit it on the spot, man. Like look, the two bracket, like in the East, like that's the bracket of death right there, man. It's like everybody's gonna kill each other there, man. You got the Celtics, you got the Nets. Here we got the 3 and the 6 killing each other right now. The Bulls and the Bucks.
Even the Hawks and Heat, like the East is packed this year.
No, I feel you, but the East, the number 1 bracket's a lot easier. That's why I'm thinking the Heat are gonna be a lot more fresher in the mind when it comes to that.
Got you.
But we'll see. Anyways, guys, I know we rambled on quite a bit, but
hope you guys are enjoying these longer takes. If you're not, let us know in the comments if you guys want to keep it shorter. Thank you. For real, because it helps a lot.
And don't worry, I'll get some tape and shut this guy up if that's the case. Anyways, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon for now.
Take care.